Are we really live? Maybe. So everybody's, welcome. Okay. See this right here? How about that? How about that? So am I here? Let me see. Puppets on strings. It looks like I spelt it right. Now this is Math 2Con 2. Also streaming on Daily Decodes 81 and Daily Decodes 81 number 2, right? This will be erased from those channels. It'll remain on Puppets on Strings, Math 2Con 2. And again, this is just a YouTube live, so it's kind of like just making a video, but it just being a video right away. Okay, you don't have to like go hit upload and all of that. All right. And if you know, I always feel like somebody's watching me, and uh people are always watching, and that's cool. But I have the book. And what's today? Well, today better be September 22nd, and it is. All right, so we're going to look at this day in just a few simple slides. It's going to be mostly reading. Look at the book right here. Oh, you get a nice view, in its just how I bought it, just like that. Boom. The Secret Language of Birthdays. Gary Goldschneider and Juice Elfers. All right. So hopefully I got it marked to the right page here. There's a few slides to go along with it as I read. All right. But I'm guessing that'll be our thumbnail. What does it say on the back? A wholly unique approach to personality based on the day of birth. And we know birth is important. Right? So we just take a little closer look at this day. Let me check my volume. Early AM. Shout out to wherever y'all are at. Okay, so apparently we're good on volume here. That's my indicator right there. But I know when we did this the other day, was it the 16th? The last half of the video was just blank except for the audio, which was weird. So, yeah, so that's why we're doing this live again. So let's go forward. So September 22nd, I'm going to open up to the page and I'm going to read here. And there's just a lot of times we use the numbers and show connections. I have a little bit of that. But mostly it's just going to be about reading. It's like 2 pages here, and I have a couple of pics we can look at. And this is a nice little break. Okay, so it says the day of restless drive. All right. Those born on September 22nd have a restless drive to begin all sorts of new projects. Usually they bring the one they are working on to completion, but immediately set out on a new one without rest. They are also capable of handling several projects at the same time. And these are Virgos, all right, on the verge of Libra, right? So let me do this. Let me pull something up real quick. Let me see. Right there. Okay, we'll look at that right now, okay? And let me get back over here. So they are also capable of handling several projects at the same time. Those born on this day have a low boredom threshold. and consequently demand challenging people and situations. They can be outgoing and dynamic types at one time, and solidarity and solitary, excuse me, and unapproachable at another. In either case, their strong character is unmistakable. Often September 22nd, we'll say September 22 people oscillate, not familiar with that word, but between an offensive and defensive posture. In one sense, such postures may be one and the same, since a good offense is the best defense, and vice versa. Whether in a broad social context or on a personal level, the issues and ideas those born on this day are most often concerned with involve fairness, equality, in general matters pertaining to the delegation and exercise of power. In putting forth their arguments, they can be very ironic, witty, and outright funny. Their humor, however, is not for everyone, as it is liable to be offbeat, uh, sardonic or sardonic, perhaps even look at these words. I don't macabre, macabre. If anybody knows, it's like wow, those are two words you don't see a lot: sardonic, and macabre. But that's whatever that's referring to. So I have three more paragraphs with that section, but I want to go to the next slide here. Okay, so Virgo, you see right there, September 22. And just right there, Virgo equals 71. Okay, like September 22. And I want to show you something. Let me see and make sure I left off right here. Okay. So I read 2. Okay, so I'm 3 down. All right, cool. And I want to show you something on Google real quick. All right. Oh, let me share. I'm not sharing the screen. Give me a second. All right. Oh, okay. So I have this up over here too as well. Some Virgo traits that just pop up on Google: hardworking, analytical, perfectionism. And, this isn't 100%, right? But maybe like at the core, okay? Judgmental, intelligent, practical, reliable, patient, critical. And, that could be said for a lot of signs. But let me do this. Dates for zodiac Virgo.
According to Britannica, in astrology, Virgo is the sixth sign of the zodiac, considered as governing the period from about August 23rd to about September 22nd. It is represented as a young maiden carrying a sheaf of wheat.
So it'll say right there to about September 22. Again, right there. Boom. So today is September 22. So you see, so what? Libra. Let's just pull up Libra real quick. Okay, Libra is the 7th astrological sign. So what about Virgo? What number sign is Virgo? 6th? Okay.
Sixth sign. According to Britannica, in astrology, Virgo is the sixth sign of the zodiac, considered as governing the period from about August 23rd to about September 22nd.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So appreciate you being here. So just right there, Virgo equals 71, like September 22, and 71 is the 20th prime number, which basically is another 2 as well. And you know what's interesting about that? I'm thinking like 2 twins equals 22, right? When I think twin, I think like two. I'll think like duality. If you're thinking like hip hop, beef, Tupac, Biggie, but nonetheless, two, right? And we're on the verge of Libra. So look when I go over here to the calculator, right over here. Look when I put Libra in the calculator. Look at the duality that you get. Look at that, 42, and then the duality, right? 24, and look at 93, and then you get 39. And check this out. So you see that duality. When you just write duality, you get duality, which is interesting. Right there, 92 and 29 as well. So I'm going to read a little bit more here. And then maybe we'll just look at some other stuff on the fly. September 22, people can display a disturbing lack of stability. And again, this is going to be the majority, the core. And when it comes to zodiacs, people get sensitive. They don't want to hear what they are and all of that. I'm just saying I've experienced this stuff. And at the core, I could say, or if anything, the majority, right? And then you have that Leo or that Libra coming on as well too. Now I'm not gonna go and read into the Libra stuff today, but let me get back to this. So although they may be involved in quite respectable professions, one often gets the idea that the profession itself or whatever work they do in general lends to consistency their lives so desperately need. Those born on this day can be at risk when their restless nature brings them into conflict with the powers that be. September 22 people think for themselves and will not tolerate others, particularly those of lesser intelligence, try to tell them what to do. Thus, they must be careful not to arouse enemies and antagonize their colleagues. Also, it says their strengths in this book here: individual, perceptive, well directed. And it says weaknesses: dark, guarded, and acerbic. Maybe Janae knows what acerbic means. Yeah. Looks like an M. I forgot what I said. Oh, I see that. I'll go ask Google real quick too. Let's see. All right. So anybody who may be watching this later, shout out to you. Why does the Virgo symbol look like an M? To represent intestines or virginity. Is that true? I know M's the 13th letter of the alphabet. I know my name starts with the M. Oh, I'm on that Virgo. What is it called? A cusp? I'm a Leo Virgo almost. I'm like 4 or 5 days. I think I'm 5 days from being a Leo or a Virgo, excuse me. This is a nice book. Let me make sure I don't drop coffee on it. The symbol is the maiden or virgin. That's what that's. Okay, so it says something about meditation in this book for this day. It says Buddha just sat under a tree and let the whole world come to him. So I guess that's supposed to symbolize this day, I guess, with the character born on this day. Let me see if I can see anybody maybe we're more familiar with here. Let me see. Tommy Lasorda. I remember him. LA Dodgers baseball manager, no longer. Two-time World Series winner. So okay, Tommy Lasorda. Look at this. Tommy Lasorda was always like kind of assertive, and you'd see him screaming and yelling at the umps. Look at who's David Stern, former basketball commissioner, and that's interesting because his last name is Stern. That's interesting there. I'm just seeing, and those are some names I'm familiar with. I'm trying to see a name here. I'm not seeing a lot of familiar names. There's probably more. I'm just trying to look for some that are familiar. I don't even see any more that are real familiar. John Houseman, Eric von Stroheim, Australian American film actor. I'm not familiar with him. Anna Karina, Danish film, French film, TV theater actress. So those born on September 22 can hide a warm heart. Let me go back over here. Let me see what the next slide is here. Okay. There, that'll work right there. Under a forbidding exterior, but generally will only open up to people whom they deeply trust and value. Even then, they may find it difficult to open all the way. However, principally, that sounds weird. Because their orientation is highly realistic and the ironies of life all too visible to them. This day indeed carries insight and clarity of vision, both literal and figurative. September 22 people are excellent judges of character, capable of sizing people up very quickly. Those few friends whom they allow into their inner sanctum, they value most high, usually for life. It is quite possible that one or even both parents, in exceptional cases, will fall into this category. And then I have some more stuff, but again, this is the day of restless drive, September 22. Numbers and planets as well. Okay, but look at this. And it says numbers and planets. Those born on the 22nd of the month are ruled by the number 4, by the way. I guess 2 + 2 is 4. And I know in the code, twins equals 22 as well. And I know like we saw that duality. But anyways, what does it say here? Tarot. We'll do this real quick. The 22nd card of the major arcana, and I'm not really like familiar with that. Again, this is the secret language of birthdays, your complete personology guide for each day of the year. Gary Goldschneider. That's interesting. We have Janae Schneider. I'll check that comment out here in a second. That's interesting. But who in several versions of the tarot is shown blithely stepping over the edge of a cliff. So remember, this hit nice with Donald Trump when we did that day the other day, right? So I'm going to pay attention to this, and I'm going to pay attention to to the news because we have the daily decodes. This is going to remain on Puppets on Strings too. Or excuse me, Math 2 Con 2 Puppets on Strings. But let's pay attention here. Who in several versions of the Tarot is shown blithely, stepping over the edge of a cliff. Some interpretations picture him as a foolish man who has given up his reason. Others, a highly spiritualized being free of material considerations. Positive meanings including renouncing resistance and following instincts freely. Foolish acts, impulsiveness, and annihilation. I think that's what that says. Annihilation, probably, are the negative aspects. Excuse me. The highly evolved fool has followed life's path, experienced its lessons, and become one with his or her own vision. Okay, and you see that right there. Parent Libra has issues with their daughters. Yeah. Look at that right there. And so, just a little bit. And again, I might just go for Puppets on Strings too. We may just strictly go to just reading out of the book, but I may always have just some of these numbers in here like this. With the code that is been utilized on us, now we kind of use it and we catch on to the code. Now we see what's going on in the world, right? Through all the deception. But the Fool equals 81, like September 22nd. Ritual equals 81. Ritual equals 27. Restless equals 27. The Fool equals 27. All right. So that's interesting there. And there's the numbers and planets right here. So ruled by the planet Uranus as well. I don't think I entered that in the calculator. So with that, it would be cool if we saw like a 40, right? Let's see. We don't, but that was close, right? You see a 41 right there. Look at the 22 with Uranus. Okay. And I mentioned earlier, look at twins equals 22 right there. And again, this is the 22nd. 2 plus 2 is 4. Hold on. That is kind of cool. And then we're on that Libra thing as well. On the verge of Libra. Libra, again, you see that duality, which whenever I see duality, I think of twins. So that's just kind of interesting there. That's okay. So twins is going to be the scales and balance, right? And we're on the verge. So Janae, is that kind of amazing? I think that is, right? Oh, okay. On Labor Day. Libra is the scales, right, Janae? So the duality thing and the balance is more than interesting, right? I'm asking you because I think I want your input as well. So that's interesting, right? And then duality, you get duality 92 and 29, and twins equals 22. I think that's interesting. Let me put a couple more words in here. Let's put astrology in here real quick. And we'll get back to the book a little bit. Astrology equals 42. Look, Uranus equals 22 like twins. Libra equals 42, like astrology. Let's put a zodiac real quick in here. What else? Planet. Zodiac equals 32. Twins equals 32. Okay. Let's put planet in here. Planet equals 94 and 68 and 31. I saw all three of those numbers. Zodiac equals 31 like planet. That's more than interesting as well, Janae. All right. And planet equals 94 like Uranus. Look at that. Janae. Holla if you hear me, Janae. Planet equals 94 like Uranus and 68. Anybody else out there? Shout out to you. Look, Uranus has 68 like planet. Right there. That's nice. Oh, Tarot? Okay. So 94, 68, 32 are popping up. 22. Let's put Tarot. Put capital. I see 34. Do we nothing I don't see. What about tarot card? There's 61. You know, that's amazing, right, Janae? Think about that on a personal level, right, Janae? 61. That's amazing, right? Janae's in Ohio 61 and 16. Those numbers might resonate with Janae on a personal level if she looks at it, possibly. Yeah, and you know what, Janae? When I see 55, I think of balance as well, because I think of 1 through 10, and in between is 5, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of like balance duality, because it's 5 is like in between. So that's interesting. And yeah, with like the duality, whenever I think of twins, I think of 2. For some reason, I think of like Tupac, right? With the Donald Trump twin, Trump Tower T, Trump Tupac. The tower is more likely, and it makes me think, you know what? Look at World Trade Center equals 94 real quick before I get too off topic. It's not really off topic, right? World Trade Center, look at this. World Trade Center equals 94. As we're speaking of twins and stuff. So you see how that is definitely a connection with the 94. And then Uranus, not saying Uranus is connected to that day or any of that, but I'm just saying this twin thing that keeps popping up like that. Planet 94. I think there was another one, but anyway, let me go back over here. Okay, so there's that 4, and again, it's the 22nd. 2 plus 2 is 4. All right. The number 4 typically represents rebellion. Isn't it the most unlucky number in is it, where is it? China? I think China, possibly. But typically represents rebellion. Syncratic beliefs, syncratic beliefs, and a desire to change the rules because those governed by the number 4 so And Antony, man, these words, I'm a good reader usually. It's like, wow, these words are killing me this AM. Antagonism and make enemies, often secret ones. The explosive, restless qualities mentioned above may only be heightened in September 22 people, since as Virgos, they come under the influence of the dynamic and speedy planet Mercury. And that's M, Janae. And M is the symbol as well, right? For Virgo. And it said Mercury. And maybe that's what that meant. But here it is again. You see right here? What else is we're not done yet. We're at 30 minutes. Look at September equals 40. Like 4. Janae, look at that. We can ponder on that for a minute. Do you like that slide, Janae? And shout out to everybody else out there. And we're getting that 92, aren't we? That 92 and that 29 popped up with duality. September equals 40 like 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, the 22nd. Right there. Let me look at that again. Oh, yeah? Gemini's the twins, Janae. Right? Yeah. And you see we get the 4 again. 2 plus 2 is 4. Hello, Kitty. Do you want to go inside? Here, I think give me a
Give after my summer dish. Bouncy factory.
All right, so you should hear me. Oh. It's magic. All right, let me change this real quick. All right, right there. I think it pops up with Math 2Con too, but it's puppets on strings. Same thing. And that's, this is what we're doing over here. Okay, where did the book go? Here it is. Okay, so that's amazing right there. All right. And it right there, individual, perceptive, well-directed, acerbic, if Janae knows what that means offhand, dark, guarded. Advice for these people, September 22, don't despise those who are more open and gullible than yourself. Get in touch with your own innocent nature. Try not to box yourself into one kind of outlook. Okay? Give yourself time to dream and to recharge. Health-wise, those born on September 22 must beware of the depressive effects of isolation. Also, they should avoid attracting the animosity of others, whether in the form of bad vibes or physical violence. Because of their restless nature, they may be accident prone and inflict all kinds of minor hurts unwittingly on themselves and others. Paradoxically, they may also display a talent for healing, since their taste in food tends to the exotic. They must be attentive to the effects of spicy, unusual, or rich foods on their body. If they can eat from a balanced menu, it will help control restless and possibly destructive impulses. Only mild to moderate exercise is recommended for those born on this day. And again, this will vary. And you see the right there, Buddha just sat under a tree and let the whole world come to him. And I just take a picture right out of the book with that, you see, as that's obvious. Oh, this dog's killing me at the door over here. But that's okay because we're almost done here. You see, so this is nice and simple. This book is amazing, Janae. I might just go right back to the library. And I'm going to be honest, I may just start doing lives just reading books because this is amazing. What do you think, Janae? I like this. The world 3D plane is ruled by words and thoughts. Gemini can speak and think things into existence, and Virgo can speak and think the realities into existence by grounded from I don't understand all of that, but thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so there were some of the birthdays. I'm gonna let this dog out. This dog's killing me over here. And I'm gonna Google some of the birthdays too. Actually, let me pull it up right here. I already have it. I haven't pre-looked at this. We're just kind of looking now. I'm not familiar. Sophie Rain. The 22 and Sophie is interesting on a personal level that I'm aware of. Just real quick. I don't know who those other are, but give me a second. Okay. All right, I'm here. So who's this? I don't know who FGTV Chase is. You got Tom Felton. Here, look, Moneybag Yo. All right, so that would be interesting. Moneybag Yo rhymes with Virgo. That's interesting. Is it? Let's just see if there's something that pops. Right. With anything we've said. What planet did we mention? Uranus? Is there any other characters here? Joan Jett. That's interesting. Jett, we were talking about duality and twins. That's kind of interesting for just on the fly, right? That's not bad. You get Jett as a plane going above. I think that's a plane. Take that, Janae. Your turn. I'm just kidding. Jaslyn. All right, so let's just see if anything else. I'm not familiar with these September 22 birthdays. They put a lot of TikTok stars and stuff in here. I don't know who any of these people are. The soccer player Thiago Silva. Oh, Scott Baio, 63. Look at that. What show is he on again? Charles in Charge? Was that what it was? Or was that Tony Danza? I'm sure those two are related. Probably John Stamos too. Baio, Stamos, Scott Baio. Come on. Anyways, anything else in the book here? Let's look at the book again. So I think we did a good job, Janae. Oh, let me pull this up. Let's look at this. And you'll get different dates. Like sometimes it'll say from this day to this day, and it's like a day off. Again, we're on that Libra energy as well. When does Libra start? Oh, let's do this. Tomorrow, supposedly. Look, and so look, these end on. That's interesting because then Libra ends on 2-2 again. Oh, this is what we need to know. Okay, so Libra's an air sign. Isn't that amazing with the twin thing and the scales and the duality and the twins, Janae? Janae, is that amazing? With the scales and the twins, look, an air sign. So what sign is Virgo? Okay.
According to Wikipedia, Virgo is the sixth astrological sign in the zodiac. It spans the 150-180th degree of the
How do I
zodiac.
ask? Is Virgo an air sign? No. Earth.
According to the night sky, for instance, earth signs are known for their practicality and stability. Air astrological signs embody intellect
Let's
and
put
communication.
Earth. Does Earth equal duality? Does Earth equal duality? That's the question. Or any kind of 22 or anything? Earth equals duality, Janae. Earth equals duality, Janae. How does that make you feel, Janae? You see how you see how that works, right? You like that? Look at that. Anybody else out there, shout out to you. Later on, maybe they'll let you watch it, about 18 of you. Earth equals duality, 52 and 25. And check this out. And 29 like duality. Duality equals 29. And 92. Look at 52 and 25 with Earth, Janae. Since you're here, I appreciate you. Look at Hurricane. Hurricane 52 like Earth. Flood 52 and 25 like Earth. And look at 83, Janae. Look, 3 out of 4 base ciphers, Earth and Flood. 52, 25, 83. What do you think about that? Yeah. Look, Trump's birthday right there, Hurricane. And Trump equals 25. Remember, he had the Stormy Daniels? And Hurricane Katrina was in 2005. See, that's Trump's birthday, the 14th day of the 6th month. And the Twins Tower thing with that connection. So I'm glad that we hit on that. Earth, man, so there's duality going on right now, and we just passed the 9/11 anniversary, Janae, 11 days ago. So that kind of brings that twin thing to a whole nother level, right? Because 11 times 2 is 22. 112, Donald equals 112. That's amazing. 911. That's amazing. Ooh, that's Kennedy's assassination date. Damn. And John equals 16 and 61. More duality. So I'm glad you're witnessing this. Shout out to Richard West as well. Chirac Finley. Everyone else out there. Right? Shout out to you. So that's amazing. So is there anything else I can enter here real quick? Let's put number and numbers in the calculator. Numbers equals duality. Okay? Numbers equals 92 and 29, like duality. And duality also equals 97 and 43. It's a complete match. It's a perfect match. Numbers and duality. Look at that right there. A complete match. Numbers and duality. Do you like that good magic, Janae? Look at that. Numbers is a complete match with duality. What about letters? Ooh, letters equals 27, like ritual, and 45. 99 and 90. I don't think we've seen those. Okay, so I think we did a great job here with the Libra scale thing on the verge. I think that's amazing. And then you get the planets, you get the sun and the moon. This is amazing, right? And twins equals 22. And now we got the scales, the balance. This is one of the more enjoyable lives that I've done. I think we're going to start doing lives like this. I like this because I have books and I want to start. We'll do another book as well, but these are amazing. And I bought a relationship book. I might go right back to Bookman's. And I got this at half price books for $22.49. I got the relationship book, the same book but relationships, it was $17.49. Moon is in Gemini today. Shout out to y'all. Let's look at this again. I'm getting excited now. Getting a boom. I think I have another slide or something. Let's see. Look at that. So I enjoy making these slides too, okay? Obviously, I just copy and pasted that. I made that though. You know what I mean? So hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm glad. I appreciate what you added, Janae. So I guess, and happy birthday. Ooh, hold on. Janae, everybody else. Today's 9/22, like 92. Or it's the 22nd day of the 9th month, like 29. Numbers equals 92. Earth equals 29. Virgo is an earth sign. Today is the 22nd day of the 9th month, like 29. duality equals 92 and 29. Okay? Had to do that real quick. And again, yeah, it's amazing. Sun equals 18. Venus equals 81. Ritual 81. My birthday's 8/18/81. I'm in the Valley of the Sun, born smack dab in August. Okay, so I appreciate you. Yep, Moon's got duality as well. We just did the breakdown on the super moons, and we had 51 that it connected with NASA in that decode as well. And that's amazing because you get air again, right? And now we're into the air with Libra. It says starting tomorrow. And with the airplanes thing, with the twins and the duality, ooh. And again, the world, we're deceived by duality. They give us right and left, red and blue, up and down, black and white. With the deception. Again, Janae, I enjoyed this big time. Appreciate you and your comments. So this is The Secret Language of Birthdays. Gary Goldschneider, Juiced Elfers. Let me see when this was like published or whatever. If it's easily found. I don't know. This book is nice. I hope I take care of this book. It says, man, I'm waiting on some packages, and I think Hurricane Francine's affecting them. Sympathy, though, with the people going through that. 1994. That's amazing because we hit on the 94s. World Trade Center 94. Was it Planet 94? Let's look at this real quick. Uranus 94. September 22, ruled by Uranus. You see that right there? Planet 94. World Trade Center. Now we're into air. That's amazing. First published in 94 by Viking Penguin. I know, like, the Minnesota Vikings, and Minnesota's got the Twin Cities. What does birthday equal? Hold on. What does birthday equal? Let's look at this. Okay. I was just wondering. 42 like astrology, and 48. Astrology 42 and 48 like birthday. You see it right there. 42 and 48 like birthday. Yep. Damn, right? Okay, let's end it there. September 22. September 22. An amazing book. I mean, look at this. Let's go to a random page. November 13. That's going to connect, if you ask me, with what I do, the number for dishonesty. 113. You get 1113, like 113. Politics. This is 8 days after the selection. Again, BS equals 113. You see what I'm saying? An amazing book. And you get the 4 again right there. Right? US equals 40 and 4. USA equals 40. United States equals 40. Remember, I just mentioned politics with the 113. See what I'm saying? Love it. Love it. Okay, so I appreciate y'all. Puppets on Strings, hit the links. It's on the other channels. You may be on the other channels. It'll be deleted soon from those. So if you want to see it, Puppets on Strings, the blue one, right? Math 2Con 2. The links are all there. Yeah. And the live from last night, I'll probably keep on all up just on all three of the channels I streamed on as well. So September 22, happy birthday if there's any birthdays out there. We'll come back and do another one of these in not too long. But we're going to be doing some other books as well. All right. So I appreciate everybody. And Janae. Oh, yeah? 2 days before the last supermoon. And that supermoon's Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Tyson T as well. 20th letter of the alphabet. Appreciate you, everybody. The Secret Language of Birthdays, September 22. Until next time, peace.